Well, good afternoon. It is Wednesday already. It's the middle of the week. And welcome. I want to thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to tune in to Dr. Tanya Live. Before we dive in, I would like to ground us in a scripture that I have been doing since day one and will continue to do. That is the second chapter of Ephesians and the 10th verse, which reads, "For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so we can do the good things that he's planned for us long ago." And I love that verse, and I it reminds me every single day of who I am and how special I am. And it should remind you of the same thing. You are just as special as the next person. God created you to be a masterpiece. That means there really is no one else like you. There's no one else with your gifts and your talents the way that God gave them to you. And so, because you are a masterpiece, you get to do the things that God has assigned for you to do. He has good plans for you, and He wants you to be prosperous in those plans. And so, I'm grateful for that. If anything, I want you to walk away feeling like this: you're not an accident. You are here on purpose. God designed you specifically, uniquely as you, because there is something that He has for you to do. And if you're tuning in with me, it is very likely that you have a business that you want to build. So you're not here by accident. And I'm grateful that you're here with me. I do have a favor to ask. I would ask that you will like and share, and also follow me on my social media platforms if you are not already following me. Thank you again for joining me. Today is day 18 of my 90-day challenge. That challenge I gave myself at the beginning of July, that every single day I am going to show up live on social media to encourage women and men who are ready to start a business, who've already started a business but they're looking to get that business off the ground, and or people who are looking to build and grow the business that they've already started. So for those of you who are new here, I'm Dr. Tanya, and this is Dr. Tanya Live, real talk for women and men building their businesses. So today's topic is from idea to offer, clarifying what you actually sell. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So grab your lunch, get comfortable, and let's get into today's topic. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to get into this conversation about ideas to offer. So whenever we have a new business, that new business isn't just about wonderful ideas, although you are going to have some wonderful ideas as you begin starting your new business. Most of us do. Most entrepreneurs have pages of ideas, and we've got all kinds of things that we want to do with those ideas. It's like for me, the ideas are endless. And when I first started the business that I run right now with my business partner, Dr. Erica, I I had journals of ideas, literally, like pages upon pages of ideas of things that I could do. Like I could do this and I can do that. And I'm really good at this and I've done really well with that. And so I came up with tons of ideas. And to this day, when Dr. Eric and I sit down, especially when we do our annual planning session with our team, the ideas are flowing all the time. But you can have amazing ideas, but people don't buy ideas. People buy transformation. People want to buy results. So, all the wonderful ideas that you come up with in your business, all the creative ways that you're going to do things different than the next person who has a similar business as yours, you need to be able to take those ideas and hone them into something that is clear and plain and understandable by the person that you want to serve. And we could talk about who you want to serve. Maybe we will talk about that on another live, but I really want you to think about how you serve, the problem that you're solving. So every business, I say this all the time, every business should be created to solve a problem. You're not here just to have these wonderful ideas. You're here to solve somebody's problems. That's how you earn money. That's how you build a business. That's how you can become a millionaire, or billionaire even. You have to have turn your ideas into something tangible that people can actually purchase. And they purchase what they believe is going to solve their problem. So you need to be clear right from the beginning. What problem do you solve? Right. So we think about businesses that are already out there. So there are some businesses that everybody knows about. So, you think about like Lowe's or Home Depot, right? That's a well established business. If you are building a home, or if you are doing repairs in your home or upgrades in your home, you will likely step foot or reach out to one of those stores or stores similar to them, right? Because they have the solution to your problem. So if your problem is you need better, more efficient windows, you're probably going to contact one of those stores or a store that specializes in efficient windows. You're looking for the organization, the business that solves your problem. So if a woman or a man says, "Hey, I want to start my brand new business and I have no idea how to build this business," the they may reach out to me, right? They may say, "Hey, Dr. Tanya, she talks about business all the time. Contact her. She can help you build your business," right? She can help you go from an idea to an actual tangible business that gets you paid, because she's done that before. She's done it many times with founders and entrepreneurs, and she can do that for you too. So when you're looking for a solution to whatever the challenge you might have or the problem you might have. I think about a friend of mine who has a business called the Steady Buddy, and she has a product. And the product is uniquely for individuals who have some challenges walking, and they need someone to help steady them while they're walking. And so, rather than you having to necessarily have to use a cane or a walker, you can actually hold on to your buddy through the little, like, it's kind of like a wraparound thing on the arm. And so it gives people confidence when they're walking. It may take away the stigma of walking with a cane or crutches or what have you. And it's good for people who might be elderly, good for people who may have had some kind of injury, good for people who have MS, or other debilitating diseases or disorders that make it difficult for you to walk, but you can still walk with somebody and it makes you feel just a lot more confident, right? So I'm not doing a commercial for her, but I will plug it for her because I love her. She's a wonderful woman. And but we know, when if we are struggling, if that is an area that we're struggling, then that is a product that we're going to seek, because we know that that product is going to help us feel more confident when we're walking. It's going to help us feel more steady on our feet. It's going to help us not rely on a cane or a crutch or a walker, but rather on somebody that we care about and that cares about us. And there's no stigma there. You're able to, like, just walk and walk confidently. And so that is she is solving a problem for a special group of people, a demographic group. And that's the other thing. You do need to know who it is that you're going to be serving. So if you're going to have a clear offer, so her offer is straightforward. We know exactly what we're getting. We know the problem that it solves. We know who it's for. I have one that I picked up for a loved one that I have, who I'm going to share it with. And the idea is, your business should have clarity about what it is, what transformation you are providing for the person who's going to buy from you. But again, you have to have a clear picture of what the problems are that they may have that you can solve. Okay, so if somebody comes to me and say, "Hey, Tanya, help me build a $1 billion business," I would love to help them build a billion-dollar business. I haven't yet built a billion-dollar business. And so I might say, I think I should refer you to someone who has built that billion-dollar business, because I haven't figured out how to solve that problem yet. So don't be fooled. If you are limited in your in what you know how to do, don't just take on every customer and any customer because you won't be able to provide them with the best service. So I know my limitations. I know that's not the kind of business I can help somebody build yet, but I will at some point be able to do that. And so until that day comes, I will continue to help those looking to build six-figure businesses or seven-figure businesses. I can do that, but I have yet to be able to obtain that billion-dollar status. And so because of that, I won't go there. But here's the thing, when you are looking to provide an offer to your clients, offers are interesting. So it not only should show the client the problem that you're solving. Not only should it say to the client, here's how your situation can be transformed, um, but you need to be able to solve it quickly and solve it well, right? And you need to be able to show them through your offer how you can do that. So some people, and here's the reason why. Here's the reason why because people want to buy outcomes. They want to buy results. They want to know that you can deliver on what you say you sell. So if it is, you know, a particular type of a bicycle, if you are looking to help people get up mountains quicker, then, your brand of mountain bike should be able to deliver quicker. So you should be able to show them that yours is better than the next mountain bike builder or company, and that yours is something unique and special, and that there are results. You should be able to demonstrate those results. It's interesting because Dr. Erica and I, my business partner, have a system. We call it the Nurturing Greatness System, and we deliver that to school districts. Now, what's interesting is this system is actually a brand new system. Um, and so when we talk about results, we're not talking about the results that have already happened. We have to talk about the results from the research that we have used to build this system. So the research shows that inquiry based learning produces higher academic achievement, higher engagement, problem solving for students. We know what the research says. So then if we build that into our system, we can rely on what the research says. So when we talk about the outcome, when we talk about the results, we're talking about the research as our backup because it's a brand new thing. So sometimes your product, your service may be brand new and you may be looking to test it. That's what we're doing right now. We're actually looking to test our service, our system, and we're looking to pilot it so that the research and the results equal each other. But when you are creating an offer for the people that you want to buy from you, you need to have clarity about the results that they are going to get. What is the outcome? So if you have some kind of headache medication, are you certain that this is going to help somebody's headache? Is it going to clear up their headache? And you need to be clear in that. And they need to understand that if they take your nutritional supplement or whatever it is going to get rid of their headache. Or I'm using that as just an example. It could be anything. But whatever that product is, whatever the ideas that you have about how you're going to build your business and the products and or the services that you're going to give to your clients, you can't do it willy-nilly. You need to make sure that what you're offering them actually is going to deliver for them. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the outcome. They want to know that you are going to deliver on what you say you're going to deliver. So one thing that you can do as you get to learn your audience, as you get to learn your clients, your customers, the people who are going to buy from you. As you are determining that, you can use this line. This might help you. You could say something like, I help blank, that's the client, that's the customer, to blank, whatever it is that you deliver on, what you say you're going to deliver, your product or your service is going to deliver through blank or by blank. So, what is it that you help your clients and customers with? What problem are you solving for them? And how are you going to do that? They need to know. That is how you get them to buy from you. If they believe you, so you also have to be believable. Like, do they believe that you can deliver? Do they believe that you can provide the solution to the problem that they have? Because if they believe you, they will buy from you. If they believe you. And so when I say, hey, I can help, I have a proven system, and this is true. I have a proven system to help a woman or a man go from having an idea to a 90-day plan to launch their business. I've done it before. I've got people who can vouch for me. My experience I've done it myself in my own life and business life or whatever, but I can deliver. And I've got people who can back me up in that and say that I've delivered for them. I've provided that for them. You need to be able to do the same thing. You need to be able to show your clients, prospective clients, and or customers that you can deliver. You can do exactly what it is that you claim your business or your product does. Because if they don't believe you, they won't buy from you. And here's the thing, people don't really want to be sold. They want to hear themselves in what you are offering them. They want to see themselves in what you're offering them. Meaning, what you're talking about is what they are struggling with, what they're having challenges with, or what they're looking for. So maybe it's not always a struggle. It like I said earlier, it could be that they need new lighting in their house. So maybe the lighting isn't a struggle so much, but they have a need. And can you fulfill the need with your lighting products? If you have quality lighting products that are beautiful and is, aesthetically appealing to people's, you know, whatever it is, like if I wish I could show you the light that I have up here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful chandelier with a fan. So if I need a little extra air, I can get that. But when I went looking for that, it wasn't because I had a problem, but I had a need or a desire or a want, a strong want. And if you had what I needed, then I was going to buy from you. And if you had what I needed priced just right, because that's the other thing, our pricing also matters. So people will buy value. So how valuable is is it is what you're offering? Are you offering something that provides value to the individual that needs what you have to offer? And so you need to also think about what that value looks like. And can you explain that value? Can you help them understand what that value is that you offer in words that they can understand and words that they can relate to? What you want is for them to be able to say, "Hey, that's what I need. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's what have been asking people for." You want them to come to you for the thing, the product, the service that solves a problem, that meets their need, that meets their interests or desires, but you've got to know what they need. You've got to know what they want. You've got to know the kind of value that they're looking for. And when you can provide that to them and explain it to them in words and ways that are simple, they will respond to you. They will buy from you. They will want to, you know, um, do business with you. So people need to also know why they should buy from you. Okay. So when we are meeting with a school district about our nurturing greatness system, they need to know a little bit about our why, and why it makes sense from them to get it from us. Well, number one, we are credentialed. Number two, we have the background and the experience in education from the local classroom to leadership at the state level. We have a lens that goes from classroom to state. We have studied and researched it, and we have helped others be successful in raising student achievement, in creating more of a sense of belonging. If this is what the school is looking for, we can deliver. But we also have a way of being able to describe what it is that we can deliver so they know why they should buy from us, because we are the ones that have that have the value that they're looking for. We're the ones that can deliver the results and the outcome that they're looking for. We've got the experience. We've done it before. We've got folks who can speak on our behalf and can vouch for the work that we have done. We've been in hundreds of schools, and so we can stand on our reputation, but when you're brand new, you may not always have that reputation. You're building a reputation. So it is important as you're building your reputation that you deliver on what you say you are going to deliver on. You can't just say, "Hey, I make the best widgets," and your widgets look just like the next person, and they're not they've got a lot of kinks in them. Like, are your widgets going to solve a problem for people? And do they believe that you're the one that they should buy from? Because sometimes people will buy because they recognize your name, which speaks to a whole nother thing about marketing and visibility. And we'll talk about those in different sessions. I did talk about visibility last week, though. Um, an idea becomes a business when someone is willing to pay for it. It becomes a business if you can have all the best ideas in the world, but until somebody is ready to pay for it because you can change their lives, you can transform their lives, you can improve their lives or their situations or their, the pain in the bottom of their foot by the kind of shoe that you sell, whatever it is. If you can deliver on those things and they believe you and you are meeting their needs, they will buy from you. That's when you have a business. That's when you can start making money. That's when you can start, eventually getting to a place where you're replacing your old salary. That's when you can, scale the business and grow it to a place where you are the recognized go-to business for the service or the product that you offer. That's what you want. You want to get to a place where people say, "Hey, I want to go to them because they have what I need." So when you think about the ideas that you have, hone those ideas so people have clarity about how you're going to transform their lives, how you're going to change things for them, how you're going to improve things for them. When they know that you are the one that that can deliver on that promise, they will buy from you. You will become that go-to organization that people or that go-to business that people come to. So, you know, before the administration that we have right now was anti-DEI, a lot of our work was centered in this DEI space. And we were one of the go-to organizations for anything DEI, especially when it came to educational equity. And that's because we had developed a reputation around it. We had done great work, and everybody that came to us was referred by somebody else. Sometimes they were referred by people we didn't even know. You want to get your business to a place where people are referring others to you. So the young lady that does my nails, and my nails are pretty all the time, right? But the young lady that does my nails, she was referred to me by somebody else who was referred by someone before that. And so we started to see her work, what she was doing, and we went on her social media. We could see the products that she put out and how beautifully she could design nails. And even if I'm not one who wants the intricate designs, and sometimes I'll have designs but not nearly as intricate as she can provide, I know she's my go-to person. And I will say to other people, this is your go-to person. If you want, like, and she remembers. That's the thing. Months and months later, she remembers what your favorite colors are. She remembers what you like. She understands your style. I'm going to refer her to people because she delivers on what I want. I want beautiful nails. I want beautiful hands. I know that she's going to be able to provide that for me. The same for your business. Are you going to be able to deliver on what it is? That's what people pay for. They pay for the value that you put out in your product and in your service. And that's what you want from them. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes when we're starting our business, we are a little nervous to tell people what we are doing. We're nervous to let people try the new thing that we are putting out there. We got to get ourselves out there. And so we can't let something like nerves and fear stand in the way of us being able to move forward and getting our products and our services out to the masses. We got to deal with those fears. We've got to address them. We've got to identify them and name them and be able to tackle them and overcome them. So, Dr. Erica and I have been like, bantering a little bit in the last couple of days about something that I know makes her nervous, right? But it's something that's going to be important, that is important to the business and our visibility and the services that we provide getting out there. And so we got to deal with those fears. We've got to deal with them, and I've got something to help you do that. I have two products actually. One is free, one is low cost, very low cost. That free product is a 10-day devotional, and I really have it designed for women, but it is really gender neutral. It has a scripture, it has truth about how fear operates, because fear will do all kinds of things to trick you into believing that you can't do what you know you need to be doing to get your business moving and get people to know that you exist and that all the things about business, right? And so it has opportunities for you to do journals, what have you, and you can do it right on your device. You don't have to download anything, although you can download it if you prefer a paper version of it. But you can go right through the 10-day devotional. It'll save your work, and it's private. So I don't see it. No one else sees it. It is private only to you on your device. Then you can also, then you, I would recommend you move up to purchasing my ebook. Fear is not your business plan. That's the title of the ebook. But there's also an interactive companion that goes along with it. So while you're reading, you're also working through your own business. Go to my website. It's both of them are there, the free resource and the ebook. It's TanyaBreland.com, and you can click on the link for resources or click on the link for the ebook. Both of them are available right now, today. You can get it. You can address any fears that you are tackling, that you're dealing with, that's standing in the way of you being able to make an offer to the potential prospective client and customer that's out there ready to work with you, ready to receive from you. I invite you to go to my website, TanyaBreland.com, and take care of that today. So I'm going to wrap things up. I will say this. I'm coming back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about, what are you afraid of? So we got to tackle this fear thing. This fear thing just comes up all the time. Every day, I'm talking to somebody about fear, especially somebody who is interested in business and getting a business going. Fear stands in the way of so many of us being able to get what it is that we deserve. And I don't want that for you. And so I invite you to come back tomorrow. Let's talk about this topic. But I want to thank you for spending your lunch hour with me. I really don't take it lightly. If this conversation resonated with you, if it meant something to you, I want you to just let me know. Reach out to me, send me a message, shoot me an email, Tanya@TanyaBreland.com. I read all of my messages. If you want my resources, and I recommend that you do get my resources on fear, go right onto the website and you can get them, TanyaBreland.com. Until tomorrow, remember, the world is waiting for you to say yes to getting your business off the ground. I'll see you back here tomorrow. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your day.